Respeck on the track. Get money.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Be Legendary Cut. So we starting today the first episode of the podcast. We got a very special guest who really don't need no introduction. This man is a legend in his own right. He was like, we had to get him on here, you know, because he was like the foundation. My brother was the one that got me into music, but then also Respeck and his brother Tech, they was doing music. So that kind of like got us into it. But, oh yeah, you didn't even introduce yourself, bro.
Man, you know who it is. Your boy Vaughn, man. Holler at me.
Yeah.
I'm the barber.
We got special guest, Respeck, man. We got to give him his flowers, man, because this man, one of the best producers in the DMV, bro.
Okay.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You know, hey, Respeck on the track. Get money. Hey, that's a tag, man. You already know.
What made you come up with that tag, though?
Alright, it's funny, right? Even the rap name, I got that joint back in the day. I was working at McDonald's. What? Right? I was 43rd. It was this Jamaican dude who worked at the joint. He always used to be like, "Respeck, man. All right, respect." And I was like, you know what?
That's it.
I like that.
That's it.
I'm gonna roll with that. You know what I'm
That's
saying? I turned that into my name, but then I also was like, all right, I want to go by something that represent me, something that I could live up to, because I always like had respect for people, niggas. I mean, people had respect for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, let me just be that, because that's already who I feel like I am.
Yeah.
So I just roll with that. But then the Respeck on the track, I had to. You know, I had to go in that lab. I felt like I needed a tag.
What made you put the K on? Because, you know, they spell it like R-E-S-B-C-K, you know what I'm saying, C-T.
Yeah.
But you spelled it with a K. What made you put a K on the joint instead of the T?
Even back then, I wanted to stand out.
Okay.
I knew like,
sir.
if you spell it different, it'll stand out, like in the search engine and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Back then, even though way back in the day,
internet,
like the internet wasn't like how it is now, but I just know, like, if you looking up something, and if I put in Respeck the regular way, it's all this other stuff gonna pop up.
Yeah.
And then I
separate yourself.
and it's funny, like, even with that Birdman thing, when he like put some respect on my name, just got up, just walked out the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was telling me I should drop something around that time. I was like, man, I don't want to get on like that.
You should have.
I ain't want to do it like that. I ain't want to be like on some gimmick. You know, then people, you know what I mean? Like,
that's basically, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta like move with the times, bro, and just kind of add your own style onto it, but also, you know, move with the trends, bro, cause you know, it
was crazy, cause like even like with that Birdman situation, I was already getting my website type of thing together. So I seen Respeck.com was available, but I was going by Respeck Music at the time because of my Instagram name, my emails, and all that. So I bought Respeck Music. Literally, like, a few days later after that Birdman joint, Respeck.com was selling for like 10 bands.
Damn.
I was like, I should have bought that joint. It was like $30, $40.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, Respeck.com. Somebody bought that joint. Was like, man,
respect on my name.
just in case
Hey,
cash money.
Birdman came up off that shit too, bro.
Yeah.
He came up off that shit. He came off that shit. But what got you into producing though? Like, what made you decide to, like, man, I'm gonna just sit down and just like try to do this shit?
Alright, so with the producing, I mean, I started off rapping first, right? So when I was young, I was listening to Snoop, Pop, Bone Thugs. I really like them. I even like the Brat. And like, you know, certain other groups, Crucial Conflict and them,
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like the Final Tick.
That's before my time right there.
Crucial Conflict? Y'all the same age.
I ain't really listening to the music like that. Nah, I ain't really listening to
You know what Head in the Middle of the Bomb was?
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that joint. I know that joint.
them.
Okay. I ain't know. I was like, bruh. I mean, I ain't had no face to
like
joint,
Do or Die. You know, I was listening to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a hip hop fan, but then it's like, all right, it's funny. Like, I knew how to rap when I was like 8, like 8 or 9.
It's crazy because
like,
the whole time when I was rapping, I never remember nobody else rapping, and then out of nowhere, shit.
Hold on, where you was at 8?
At 8?
Yeah.
No,
y'all the same age, right?
In general, because we was over.
Nah, he got me by a few.
Yeah, by
For real?
by a couple.
Bro, you ain't that young, bro.
I'm almost
He
40.
got me by like a few.
Damn, bro. I thought y'all niggas was the same age,
Nah.
bro.
Uh-uh.
Damn, bro. So,
That's what I'm saying.
damn, bro.
It was like I was trying fake rapping with the band. I'm like, ain't nobody rapping. That shit was getting boring. The next thing you know, come see Jay.
Man, they was
Yeah.
on it, bro.
Respect
On
music,
it, bro.
my nigga.
Man.
Tech. I'm
It
like,
was-
oh, these niggas come out the cut.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like I ain't know how to count bars or nothing. Like in the beginning, I just was freestyling when I was in school and stuff. Like even back in the day, I had the Fisher Price joint.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Went from that to like tape recorders, freestyling in school, and then when I met Doc and all of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we was already cool, but then it was like, yeah, you know, he be rapping and this and that. So I'm like, all right, well let me check him out. And they dropping writtens. I'm like, I ain't got nothing written. I'm freestyling,
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
You
I'm
know what
gonna tell you,
I'm
to be honest,
saying?
those was the type of bars when that nigga Doc started spitting and we start. That nigga just made me want not only want to rap again, but he made me want to sharpen my bars and polish myself.
Me too,
to
bro.
the
Yeah.
point where it was
He
just
did.
like,
Yeah.
He definitely did.
And I feel like he did the same thing to everybody he was around.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know? And we're gonna say that talk for another interview. 'Cause
Yeah.
that ain't what we're here about. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
bruh was bruh. He still
Yeah.
is. You hear me?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
can't nobody.
That's a fact.
That's for another conversation.
Right.
But since we on that topic, hold on, let me get a drink before we get into this next.
Okay,
one.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Get the drink.
You wanna get the
Yeah.
drink?
All right, well, I gotta bring this up while y'all doing the intermission. Man. I gotta bring up how legendary our block was. It's like everybody became an all-star legend in their own right. So I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
y'all the lineup that we had, bro. So we lived on, matter of fact, we lived on Macbeth Street. So we all grew up in the same area.
Yeah.
So on the bottom floor, everybody know Miss Maddie.
Right,
Me,
right.
Tanisha,
Oh,
Javon. We all way at the bottom. Right over top of that, Mr. Wing, Respeck, my bad. Respeck,
It's cool.
Tech, right over top of us. Then,
Got Reese in there.
Shanice, that's her name? Shanice.
Yeah, Shanice.
She used to let me get all the oodles and noodles. You know what I'm saying? Fix the bowl, unlimited oodles and noodles. So, Reese, Rock, all of them at the top.
Yeah.
Then, right next to that, I don't think they remember Miss Judy.
I do.
That's in the next building.
Y'all remember Miss Judy?
Yeah.
That's
Miss
next
Judy.
building.
Yeah, next building, Miss Judy.
I should have poured up a little more.
Then,
Go ahead, it's right there. Whatever you gonna do, whatever you gonna do.
man, up the
everybody
street,
was in that junk.
Mr. Cookie,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, Anthony Allen, the twin Shantae,
Chops up the
Chops
street.
up the street,
Yeah.
Edwidge Jonathan,
Taking around the
Vaughn,
block, you got Khalil.
Monty,
You got Lil. You
Raw,
got
raw.
Right.
Bruh.
Right.
Macbeth Quincy was lit,
Right.
bruh.
Right.
You take it to the condos. You got Dre.
Yeah.
You know, back
Yeah.
then, Black Tony.
Right,
Listen,
right.
We had a legendary.
Bro, we
hood.
did, bro. That's what
We
I'm
had a
saying, bro.
legendary hood.
It was the all-star.
Got the bottom
And
down,
then I
you
forgot
got Wack,
yeah, you
Beverly,
got Trip.
Beverly,
You know what I'm
and Beverly and Christina used to live
Yeah,
right across the street
yeah,
from
yeah.
Chops. Bro, we had it. It was lit around there, bro.
Fun neighborhood.
We
Yeah.
definitely did.
Bro, that was funny shit.
Man, we used to be on Mr. Wing front porch, bro. Everybody outside. I mean, everybody out
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
till the lights come up.
Yeah,
Like
our
that.
joint, and then across the street too, like with Rara and all them.
Yeah.
Rah-rah.
Mayette.
Yeah,
Deandre
yeah.
and them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Janelle used to be on that
I
joint
got
all the
it.
time, bro.
We definitely gotta get them on here, man. We definitely gotta get Ron. We gotta get, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
man.
get-
Yeah, we gonna get everybody on here, bro. We
Yo,
gonna get
so here go
everybody.
my question before I pour my drink. I want to know how Word on the Street got started, bro.
Okay, here we go. Let me see.
And break it down to the people, the group members. You know
Yeah.
who the group members are, and what y'all did, and how y'all came as one. Because that's, to be honest, that's what I remember first. I remember Word on the Street first. Before I remember anybody rapping separately, I remember Word on the Street first.
Okay.
And I might be wrong. So this is what I want to know.
I bet. So we gonna take the clock back, right?
Yeah.
So, before I knew how to count bars, right? I went to the studio with Doc and all them, cause he had his own little group. It's called ODC, Off the Chain. Him, G2, and all them, right?
I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know G2 was like around back then. I thought G2 just kind of like came out of nowhere, but that's crazy.
Yeah, but all of them was flowing. They was all flowing together. And it was like two more members. I think Shane and Scooby, somebody else. But yeah, it was them, right? So I remember it like it was yesterday. We went to the stew, and they like, yeah, so you got your 16? I'm like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? They like, and everybody that's with us, they looking at me like, man, they was like, man, why you bring this nigga, man?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
motherfucker, he don't even know how to count bars.
Right.
And I told Doc, I said, man, just rap me 16, man. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
he rapped that verse. I said, all right, cool, I got this. And everybody thought I was bullshitting.
Yeah.
I learned how to count bars right there on the spot.
I did too.
And I wrote 16. Like, damn. So then that turned into, all right, we went to that studio. I ain't like the beats. I was like, why we got rap on these shitty joints?
And this is before you was producing?
Yeah, this before. I mean, I don't mean to shit on my man Beats. But my bad, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna mention your name. But you know, it was a struggle to make beats back then, right? We ain't have all the sounds we got.
I'm about to say it ain't. I think when we first started making beats, I don't even think Fruity Loops was an option. We had MPC.
Fruity Loops was an option.
Wasn't
nobody using that
shit. Yeah, nobody was using it.
Yeah, everybody's on MPCs, but it's
like
so basically with that situation, like they already had a group. I still wanted to go to the studio, but I ain't want to just keep recording songs with all of them. Like even though we cool, I'm like, alright, you know, I know my brother know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm still kicking it with my man Miguel, my man MQ. Shouts out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, alright, I want to put something together, like have my own group, because I'm not in their group. And then y'all had the go-go band. The band was full, so I'm like, well, I want to do music. I want to do something. All right, let me rap. Let me try to put a group together.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So it went from that to we started TNT, which was me, Tech.
I remember TNT.
And MQ. You know what I'm saying? Those are CDs we was selling and Blade. And then it went from that to, I was like, let me just get the Fruity Loops. Because one of my homies was making beats on Fruity Loops. They make beats better than the other dude. Shouts out my man Calvin. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, you just give me the program. I'll learn it myself. You ain't even got to teach me. He gave me that joint. Fruity Loops 3.4.
God damn.
We on Fruity Loops 20.
God
we on Fruity Loops 20 now.
Yeah.
That show you how throwback that joint was. You know the sounds was trash on that joint.
Some shit.
Yeah.
There was no Nexus on that.
Nah.
Oh, you said FL Keys.
So you said
we had FL
Studio,
Keys. That was like the best one we had.
You said FL Studio 3.4?
3.4.
What the hell?
3.4.
That shit had to be trash, right?
Man, that shit was like 03. That joint was old, yeah. I was like, man.
FL Studio simplified everything, bro.
Yeah,
it made everything simple, bro. I like that shit.
And then for people that's not like well off or rich, you know what I'm saying? Like we all started from the ground up, so I ain't got no MPC money back then. I was still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like
MPC went to 2,500.
Right. That's why I ain't get that joint. I was like, nah, man. I saved up my bread and I got Cubase. I started using that.
Yeah. New Windows.
New Windows too. Yeah. But I had Cubase first. I mean, they both with the same company, Steinberg. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and then you know, everything was working out, and I was like, you know what? We doing shows and stuff now. Everything cool. I know after a while, Doc he wasn't really rapping with that group. Like the group split up or whatever. You know, over time, you know how things go. It's not like there was no love lost. Like everybody was cool, but you know, it kind of went their separate ways. So that was like around like 05, 06, because I remember I was working on that Get Used to Me joint that Doc dropped back then. That was like 06.
That's a classic right there.
Yeah,
that's a classic.
That Get Used to Me joint.
That's a classic.
And around that time, like, all right, we starting to get better at the beats and rap and stuff. Like, we starting to find ourselves. Doc already found himself. Yeah. Like you said, he was like up here, like already doing this thing on 106 and Park and all that. But we still doing us. And after that, it was like, all right, let's just go ahead and do this shit. Cause around that time, my man MQ, he was more like doing the basketball thing and going to college and stuff. So I'm like, all right, so we ain't really doing TNT like that. Let's come up with something new for everybody that's still doing them. Then my man JC, you feel me? Had to put JC in the mix because we always been cool and stuff like that. So then it was me, my brother JC, and Doc. Cause we always hang out and we do the music. And I just was having fun with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doing them songs and stuff. I really felt like 07 was when like I felt like I was good. like at making beats. I knew how to rap, but by '07, I kind of felt like my delivery and everything was cool. You know how it is, like we was still running around, kind of messing around and stuff in the streets, and so
Y'all niggas was ahead of y'all time, bro.
yeah,
Definitely, bro.
Y'all
Definitely.
ahead of y'all
I
time.
told him online he was doing like a live, he was making beats live. I was like, bro, all y'all together like the Avengers, bro. Him, Doc, you know what I'm saying, Tech, JC, like all of them together, bro. It's just the chemistry is just like
How many
it's great, bro.
mixtapes did World on the Street for?
this is the funny thing. Y'all not gonna believe me. We ain't do no mixtape.
Shit.
We didn't drop.
They
the
just had a
World
bunch of
Street
songs.
mixtape.
It was one with I want to say y'all was in front of the caddy and shit.
No, that's not.
That's
Talking about Doc.
Joint.
Yeah, you talking about
That's
Doc.
Doc Joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Joint was a classic,
What
bro.
you
That's
mean there
like
wasn't no mixtape?
that was a mixtape.
That
but
was
he did.
Doc Joint.
Yeah, it was Doc mixtape. He's not saying. He's
It
saying.
wasn't nowhere in the street.
Nah.
We never
bruh.
dropped the World
Damn.
Street tape. We never did.
Yo, my favorite song was
We got plenty of
A
songs.
Bunch of Niggas Love Me, A Bunch of Bitches Hate Me.
Hey.
Tell me how you feel.
Hey,
What,
Money
what,
Baby.
so what time was that on? What was that on?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't even
bruh.
remember, y'all.
it was on the mix. It had to be on the mix.
It was on some type of tape. I just don't.
My man Tech fucked that shit up.
Yeah,
I'm a dog, but I never have to house.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, bro,
Man.
their chemistry was just unmatched.
It
bro.
was never a
just-
mixtape. I definitely.
I know. Hey, look. Hey,
It
look.
was too much music.
I know, but this the thing. It's all right. So this the funny part. I'm glad y'all asked me that, cause when y'all see this shit, yeah, we gotta do a tape. Fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely,
do.
bro.
And I'm talking to
Definitely
exactly all three of y'all motherfuckers. It's in the group.
Damn.
So let me let y'all know, man. So let me tell y'all something, man. When Mr. Wing passed away, that shit was crazy for everybody in the hood, cause their house was like second home. No matter
What?
no matter what time it was, you know what I'm saying. We can go through, and it was safe. You know what I'm saying. We can go there. We ain't had to worry about shit. You ain't had to worry about niggas running
The
up.
hospitality was
It was just
on
yeah.
the
It
next
was just
level, bro.
That's what we.
Mr. Wing always treated us like his
And
people.
he cooked for everybody.
Man,
what?
what? Man,
And that's what I want to ask though. I'm happy you brought that up, bro. So like people don't know Mr. Wing, his pops, like I'd want to know like how did it like feel, you know what I'm saying? How did you take it, you know what I'm saying? Not how do you take it, but how did you get through that moment? Like what exactly was going through your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like how did you get through that shit? Like because I couldn't only imagine, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know
It
what
was
I'm saying?
hard for me, and we ain't even blood,
Exactly,
but we
bro.
was there so much.
Yeah.
It felt like relation, you know. It felt like
Oh
relation.
yeah. Hava Quincy was up there. At the
Yeah, you
funeral.
already know.
That shit was it was crazy, man. You know, everybody got their own way that they deal with it, but I'll say this: ain't nothing in the world gonna prepare you for that.
Yeah.
You know, like especially when you got a father that's in your life. You know what I'm saying? And he more than just a father, friend, almost like a big brother at the same time
right,
too.
right.
And it's like I ain't had no regrets because our relationship was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always cool with him. Like we ain't never had no issues like that. But it's different. It's different trying, having to deal with that. Then he also was like he support everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all was doing music with Precise Image and everything, like he bumped that shit. Like you'll hear him riding around.
Yeah, most definitely.
He see you, he gonna put the window down.
That's
like,
what I'm
hey.
saying. It was tough for us, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I said, he
it-
always watched out for us. He always provided the things that we needed if we couldn't get to it. It was real stand up.
And Mr. Foreman too, man. That one
Mr.
was
Foreman.
tough. I was mad because I was still in Outlaws Vegas. I couldn't make it. I
Nigga,
couldn't
you
make
know
it
the
out.
whole time I never knew you was in Vegas?
Yeah, I only went for a year.
How did you
Bruh.
like it? I've never been, man.
I know you've been
Oh
to
my
Vegas.
God,
I heard it's hot as shit.
it is.
So what's all the cities you've been to, bro?
I lived in Colorado and I lived in Vegas.
That's it?
Yeah, but I've been moving around, but I physically lived in them joints. But Vegas, man, that shit hot, like hot. Like I know we all melanated, right? You could still get sunburn out that motherfucker. I ain't know what that shit felt like ever. I'm just riding
105, 110 down that bitch.
117.
I'm in the house.
Yeah, we in the 1-teens.
Man, I'm in the house.
Hey, bro, so
That shit hot.
how you learn how to like play the piano like that? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
mean on the keys.
Okay.
Mean.
Crazy with it. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Precise Image. Seeing the white play the keys.
Like
Shouts out D Shorts. I'm a collab with you. I ain't lying.
Absolutely.
You know, I told like it's funny. Like I rap to him and shit. I told him we gonna link. But shouts out to him, my man Tay.
Yeah.
My man Tay. He was making beats on that Radio Shack.
Oh, you talking about Tay that lived?
Right up the street.
How long it took you, bro? Like to actually learn how to master playing the keys.
All right, so I was just like Shorts. I ain't know how to play, no nothing. I just got the keyboard. I was some shit at first. It wasn't God given like him. You know what I'm saying? I
had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I couldn't play that joint. But then I started figuring out little stuff, and I went to PG Community. You know what I'm saying? Went to the college, and I just took a beginner lesson. And that was it. My piano teacher, she went to a whole nother state, so then that just forced me to just do my own thing. Forgot.
So you said you was taking the community
college? Yeah.
I'm listening, bro. I'm
My bad. So yeah, I started playing the keys like at our PG, and I'm glad like how that shit worked out for me, man. Cause them beginner lessons taught me everything.
Right.
It opened up the floodgates, like with the chords, the different scales, progression and stuff.
Yeah.
But see, I'm not to the point where I know like modes and all that other stuff. But I know like it's all music. Like
wait.
He don't even need
a beginning course. For how long?
3 months.
And you can play like that?
Bruh, mean.
Hell,
Nice on the keys, bruh. Nice as shit, bruh. I'm gonna ask you a two-part question. Alright, as a rapper and a producer.
Okay.
So, what's your top 5 producers of all time? And then I want you to give me your top 5 favorite rappers of all time.
Okay.
If number one is who I think it is, I'm leaving. Fuck it. I don't even.
What, Drake?
Drake? It's talking about for rappers?
We're talking about production.
Both. Production. I want you as a producer and a rapper.
I'm gonna answer the rap thing first.
Alright, bet.
These my favorite. I'm not saying they the best.
Alright.
They're just my favorites, and I'm glad you asked that question because I already got the answer.
Wait, you going from low to high or high to low? You going from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
Oh damn! Now I gotta put them in order.
Yeah,
you gotta put them in order.
Somebody got to be number 1.
Okay, Pop.
Okay.
Pop number one. Off top. We got to roll with Pop. I ain't know how to put them in order. That fucked my whole situation up.
Oh, you ain't got. You don't got to put them in order, bro. You can just.
Pop still gonna be one.
Shit.
We gonna roll with Pop. You know, but these my favorites though. Pop, and then number 2 would have to be for my favorite.
Yeah.
He ain't better than all the rest of them.
And just your top 5. Okay, Pepsi.
I'm rocking with Pac first, Pimp second. I'm rocking with Hove third.
Okay.
And then 4th, we rocking with Wiz.
Wiz Khalifa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wiz, he do it all.
Okay.
Well-rounded.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's rare. I never seen nobody
Wiz.
I never heard Wiz.
Me neither, bro.
Wiz.
No, but that's rare.
I mean,
he be flowing. He could flow. He could do the harmonizing shit. He could do all that shit. You put that nigga on any track, he gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
Cause he distinctive.
His first mixtape
like,
was a classic too.
Yeah.
What was it?
Cushion Orange Juice.
Cushion Orange Juice, yeah.
Yeah, like he got his own lane, kind of like Snoop. Like Snoop gonna be Snoop on every song, just like Wiz.
Right.
And then my last one, y'all gonna be surprised. My man BG.
Top 5 producers of all time.
All time, Pharrell.
Okay.
Tim. You already know Pharrell, Timbo the King. You know, shouts out to my man, he on Versus, but the other one that's on there, he not in my top 5. Not Swiss.
Swiss?
No, I said not Swiss.
So you said, all right. So you said
we got Pharrell, we got Timbo. I like Battle Cat.
Battle
Who
Cat.
the fuck is that?
Battle Cat. What do you do?
He a West Coast producer.
Name sound familiar, but all right. So what some songs he might have produced that we
Y'all, he got a lot of shit. I just can't think of all of them on top. But I know he did some shit for Snoop and all them, E40 and them.
I got to tap in.
Yeah, Battle Cat. He a West Coast legend.
Oh, you got what? 2 more, 1 more?
Two more. Let's see. So yeah, I had to get the Kings out the way first.
Okay.
Pharrell, Timbo. We got Battle Cat. I like. Damn, I might have to go to the South on this one. Oh yeah. My man Zay.
Zay
Zay
told me.
told me.
Okay,
Come on,
Zay
man.
told me.
I'm
Okay,
tripping.
Zay
I'm tripping.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Alright.
Zay. Hey, look, Zay. Actually, if we gonna put him in order.
And he in your lane, cause that nigga Zay get on that keys,
Oh yeah,
and he get to walking.
man. Zay
Zay.
the goat. He the goat.
He is.
Let me redo it then. It's Pharrell, Timbo, Zay, Battle Cat, and then I need one more. Probably like Daz or somebody.
Daz, okay,
Cause
yeah.
Daz
Underrated, yup.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit that y'all heard from Death Row was him. That wasn't Drake.
Uh-huh.
And this might start something totally different.
Go ahead and start it, bro.
That's
That's
what
what
we
we need.
like.
Get
Start
the
that
we
shit
gotta get the views
Start
up. Let's go. Let's
Because
go.
I was talking
Go
to
ahead.
my homie Silk. I was talking to him about verses, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely about to start something.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm on
Cause I was
some
gonna
shit.
ask you that who you wanted to see in the versus battle as far as production.
Oh, production?
You know that you know Diddy and fucking JD.
That
out
ain't
there
nothing.
talking
Diddy
crazy
going
shit,
wild.
but Some
Definitely.
real shit, real
Like
production.
producers going at it? Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one right here.
Oh man.
I want to see a couple of them go ahead. Let's go
Damn.
smack at each other.
I want to see Zaytoven cook the shit out somebody, and they gotta let him bring his keyboard.
Yeah.
They got Zay.
Who,
Zay.
but who he gonna battle?
He gonna cook whoever because he got the
He
keys.
is, so ain't nobody gonna really. It ain't even gonna be a good battle.
All right,
They're
so-
gonna do most of the keys though.
The topic that what we was talking about on the internet too was Wayne versus Jay-Z.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was about to say
Yeah, yeah.
for verses. All right,
Yeah.
thank
Wayne
you.
versus Jay-Z?
Yes, it ain't lopsided as you think, brother. It's not.
So who you got
Nah.
winning?
Wayne versus
Tell the
Jay-Z.
people who you
All
got
right.
winning.
Hold up.
Who I got winning?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be like a tie. Honestly,
Okay.
What?
it's gonna be like a tie. The only way, all right, hold on. The
All right,
only,
let him
the
cook,
only
let him
way,
cook.
the only way Jay gonna win is if they have it in the garden, and we ain't having that because they
That's like a
bias.
cheat code.
They
Yeah.
bias.
Definitely gonna be biased.
In the South, they show love to everybody. They love music. That shit have to be in the South so Wayne could get his flowers.
Yeah.
That's what that shit really
Let
about.
me explain something. to
Have
you.
that shit in the South.
Yeah, or in the middle.
And y'all not seeing it like I see it.
Jay got Kanye. Go
They
ahead.
both have a huge fucking catalog.
Mm-hmm.
But what
Who?
you gotta understand, both of them.
Wayne and Jay.
Wayne-
Oh, okay.
Let's
Yeah.
They
break
both
this
have-
down.
They got
Let's
a
break
huge
it down.
catalog. But this is where the fuckery comes in. At some point, Wayne's shit starts fucking slumming. And
No,
I'm gonna tell you,
But he
know
play-
what?
But he got to play his best 20 though,
No,
bro. You
what?
gotta realize he playing his best 20.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, bro, you capping right now, bro.
His best 20.
Your best 20, bro.
Hey.
I mean, listen, first of all, let me tell you this. After fucking the Carter 2, that shit trash.
Nah, you tripping, bro.
I said it. I fucking
Carter
said
3,
it.
bro. Carter 3.
Both times I fucking said
Carter
it.
3.
That's a lie.
No, I don't give a fuck.
He lying.
Oh,
Carter
yeah,
2,
you
that shit
tripping, bro.
trash.
Hey, he know he lying too. I'm looking
I'm
both.
just
He
telling
know he
y'all
lying.
niggas.
All
Who
right.
was good on the Carter 3?
What?
What? Fucking what?
Mr. Carter. The intro was fucking hard, first and foremost. Then we talk about
He got endless hits on there too.
Man,
Y'all
what,
talking about
bro?
hits?
Listen,
a Millie.
Carter 3 had the
Respect.
most hits.
I told this nigga, we're gonna do a versus battle, me and him. And he gonna take motherfucking,
Carter 2.
he gonna take,
He said, I said
He
Carter
gonna-
2, he gonna do Eminem show.
I'm
Huh?
a dog his ass.
He gonna do the Eminem show. We gonna do album versus album.
Album versus album.
Eminem show versus Carter 2.
Eminem show not gonna. Oh man.
Yeah, bro.
It's
he
not
tripping.
gonna what?
This nigga tripping, bro. All right, let's go. Hold on, before we get on topic, who you got? Let them know. Break it down, cause you already said Wayne, right? Well,
Nah,
you said it's
nah,
gonna
I
be close.
said it's gonna be a tie.
Okay,
And
okay.
this is why, like, all
Wayne
right,
and who?
Wayne and Jake, it's gonna be a tie. They got having in the South though. They got to. It's not.
It's
It's
not
not fair.
biased, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, like they got had that joint in the South so he get his flowers. But then this something that people not taking into consideration.
Mm.
And I had the same convo with my lifeline I
Yeah.
tried to call
Yeah.
early. Everybody think Jay-Z been rapping for way longer than Wayne. He only had like a 3-year head start. He started in 95
Mm.
as far as like songs on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Wayne came in 98
Yeah.
when Juvie did that Back That Ass Up joint.
Okay.
Wayne was on that song and he was on other joints. They had Hot Boys, so that's
Right.
just 3 years. But you gotta think about the amount of time Jay been absent compared to how long Wayne has been absent. He done walked them, and guess what? Wayne does endless mixtapes. He
Yeah.
got endless music.
Right. Yeah, he do.
He did way more features
Alright.
than Jay. So
This-
like
this
he
the thing
could
that's gonna settle
use
that shit.
all that shit.
You gotta think
Trust
about
me.
a whole lot of factors.
Gotta take that in
into play.
Nah, you right. You
Nah, a
definitely
whole lot
right.
of factors gonna come into
You
play.
right.
Look,
American Gangster though, I like that.
you gotta
Yeah.
think about the factors. First of all, you gotta think about who's gonna be watching this battle because when you take it
Everybody.
back to '95, you got Reasonable Doubt.
hmm
when Jay-Z was rapping, I'm Feeling It was out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He rapping.
But we also, you
It's
gotta
different
realize,
shit versus Wayne
you gotta do
coming
your
out
20
in
best
the-
songs,
in the
bro.
year.
Your 20 best songs.
They
And what's-
gonna
so
might
Wayne-
have to do. They might have to do 30,
They gotta do
They ain't gonna let
something
him do
better than
30, bro.
25.
Or
20
25.
20
But
ain't
even
gonna
still,
25.
Wayne catalog,
They
right?
can't go each. They can't go against each other with 20 songs. They can't.
How?
Nah, they got had like 25, 30, and then at the end, like
So
whatever
tell me
songs
this.
they did together.
So
Yeah.
any
got
one of y'all,
music.
and I'm older. So tell me, y'all as Wayne fans apparently, and me, I'm not a Jay-Z fan to do this, but
Wayne
let's
was
do it.
number. I mean, Jay-Z was number 2 on my list.
Jay-Z.
I'm not biased.
All right, so listen.
Yeah.
Well then you, Day. What song would you come out playing first as a Wayne fan? And I'm gonna tell you what I'm counting with.
I'll start off with The Block Is Hot.
The Blocks, and I'm gonna come back with I'm Feeling It. And I'm gonna dog your ass.
That's not true, bro, because you gotta realize this whole era now, from this point, it's era versus era. So everybody knew The Block Is Hot, bro.
So now my point is proven. You can't put these two niggas in the same
You
category.
can,
Yes, you
got to,
can.
you can,
You
bro.
can't because the
Alright.
niggas get so fucking
Watch
different.
this.
Yeah,
It's so
dog,
different.
Okay.
you tripping, bro.
So, Lil Wayne, you know who his DJ gonna be, right?
Who?
Man,
Fresh.
Yeah.
Alright, for one, right? So you got the Hot Boys,
Yeah,
you got the whole Young Money.
right.
Alright.
Hove gonna bring out the Rock. He gonna bring
It's
out
a
Kanye.
different- it's a different
like,
genre,
because
both ways.
you're not just going
Not
against.
genre, I'm sorry, it's a different era.
I know, but well, it's kind of the same. It's only 3 years removed.
But in that 3 years, it's so different.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy
at the
different.
but at the same
Beginning.
time, dog, everybody like this. It's
Now
that's how it
listen,
is,
you
bro.
talking about what versus I'm feeling it.
But even
to
still,
the glass, to the top of
It's
the land.
you gotta realize,
Wayne
bro,
got
it's-
joints. He got
it's gonna be
joints like
different
Wayne got
audience.
shit. He
It's gonna
got
be different
joints.
audiences, bro. But at the same time, music, like people who love music, they gonna be able to be
Man.
watching and they gonna decide.
You know what
So-
a good versus battle would
gonna
be?
lie.
I think
don't know how the
Wayne-
fuck we got on this shit. A good versus battle would be Chris Brown.
Versus Drake.
Nah,
Ooh.
Drake versus
I'm the
Michael.
only one.
Drake
I'm gonna
versus
say
Michael
Usher.
Jackson.
Usher.
That's it. I said it. Drake
Nah.
versus Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say Usher.
That's the only person that could really compete with
Drake
Drake.
versus
And I
Michael
said,
Jackson.
yes, bro. That's the only person that can see Drake.
No.
Who you
Drake
gonna
is
win
the
that
It
shit?
gotta be Chris Brown.
What? Drake.
Drake.
Drake is the GOAT, bro. And I ain't even gonna get into that.
But nah, Chris would wash. He'll wash Usher though. He got
You
way
think
too
so?
much shit. Yeah, he
I
got way
don't know,
too
bro.
many
Usher
songs.
got some bangers, bro.
Usher got joints.
No.
Usher
but
got some bangers.
That'd be a good battle.
It would be a
Chris
good battle.
Brown got
Good
too
battle.
much shit, man.
My question to you now is this, and I know the answer because I know who you are.
Okay.
But sampling versus a full.
Great question, bro. That's a great question.
Sampling versus making a beat from scratch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the shit from scratch,
I already
man.
know the
Cause
answer. but why?
like sampling.
I gotta do it for the people. Why?
Okay, alright. So for y'all that like to sample, I'm gonna tell y'all that it's cool. Sampling is fun. But when you make this shit yourself, you don't have to break down the money for one.
Yeah.
When you doing stuff yourself, it forces you to be more creative.
Creative,
Now
absolutely.
using a sample, they might feel like, oh, I'm being creative. I'm taking this and I'm turning it into my own. Yeah,
You're right.
you are.
Mhm.
But when you gotta pull up these plugins and you gotta change the modulation and this and
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like
And
put
all
the
VSTs
reverb,
not that easy to work with.
yeah, and then you create your own sound.
I agree.
The sample, yeah, you creating the sound, but you kind of borrowing something.
Yeah, you're right.
And even though like that's a great question, they go hand in hand because like to sample, like a lot of times we sample to get drums and sounds and
Yeah.
snares and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I sample my own music. A lot of times
That's
I sample my
crazy.
own shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I chop
That's
up my
crazy.
own shit. When I went to Colorado, my mission wasn't really music. I went out there to learn how to grow. You know
Grow
what I'm
what?
saying? Grow weed.
Where's that?
Huh?
Where's that?
We'll talk about it.
That shit up, cuz.
They do music though.
How was that process? I'm
Man, I loved it.
Did
And
you
it's,
learn anything? How do you feel about?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about music and just my overall outlook on life because it was really a culture shock. Because you know we out here in the DMV. I looked it up the other day. This is like the most out of all the states, just like in the U.S. This we got the most black people here. So
DMV?
yeah.
And the most single. I looked that up too. We got the most single people right now. We leading right now the country and
That's
stuff.
because
Me
that's
too.
because
So I
everybody
need to
in the
holler
city,
some up. I need to holler some up. But when I went to Colorado, it was just different. Just being like the only black person. So when you see like other black people, y'all be happy and shit. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's
Bro,
good?
tonight, let's go to the
Yeah.
grill, like shit,
Yeah,
early.
like they be hooking you up with shit at the restaurant for no
Yeah.
reason. Like motherfucker don't even know you. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
you want this juice?
Right,
you
right,
want this?
yeah.
You need something to drink?
Mm.
You want some sides? You want some fries? Like yeah. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
shit was cool. And then like my overall outlook on life was different. Like the air was fresher. It was cleaner being in Colorado, and then just having that freedom back then. You know, when they was like one of the first weed legal states. I honestly didn't know where I was gonna live.
Mm.
Like I was looking up places online, and
So you just jumped out there and said, fuck it.
On faith.
So
Yeah.
this was before Mr. Wing?
this was after. This was alright. So he passed in 2014. I moved out there January 2015.
So that was that part of the process of like?
I was already gonna leave.
Oh, okay. How was the weather?
So
I left in January, and you know Colorado, it snows all the time. Like the Denver Nuggets, they jersey
Yeah.
with the mountain. No, you would not.
Shit.
Why would you love the snow?
Listen,
You know you gotta go to work in that shit, right? If it's 6 inches of
Wherever I'm
snow,
going,
you gotta
ain't-
drive through that shit. They
ain't
want you to be
working.
there on time.
Listen, I'm a barber. I'm a barber. Look, y'all will come to me regardless. If people from the house, come see me.
I had my little ass trap Honda, man. I was whipping through that joint, man. I ain't even care.
Damn.
Like, it was crazy. Like I ain't know where I was gonna live, and then I hollered at one of my folks, my man Spirit. Shouts out to him. His girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Well, you could crash here for 3 days, but after that, you on your own." And it's like the middle of the winter. I'm like, "Bucket, I'm on my way."
Yeah.
I guess she thought I was gonna say no. Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm
You
getting
did.
up out of here. I
Yeah.
went out there. Within that third day, I found where I was gonna stay at. You know what I'm saying? We was cool and everything. I started getting my stuff together. Got my Colorado license. Got my medical card. Then I ended up moving in with my roommate. We still cool to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she was all like for the cause, man. You know, everything she was doing was already within my lane, like
Right.
something I wanted to do, like growing fruits and vegetables and all that type of stuff. Cause I wanted to do that too, and then also do the extracurriculars. Cause I already knew growers out there, so I'm learning from them
Did
too.
you grow while you was out there?
Yes, I did.
Mm.
How was your yields?
It was lovely.
So
I ain't
basically,
gonna lie.
with all this stuff going on with the pandemic and everything, if all the foods,
Oh, I could get into why I left.
if all the grocery stores shut down right now, you straight, you know how to grow food and all that shit.
Mhm.
All right, well, say less.
If he yielded, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, let's transition over. Segue. Now this gonna be a little bit off topic, but you said you're gonna answer all the questions. All right. So it's a lot of controversy going on right now, and I'm gonna tell you what. I just want to know your opinion on this, right? We talking about R.Kelly.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Now.
shit. Damn.
Nah, we got to answer this.
I haven't seen or heard anything that was going
But
on.
you gotta ask that question.
No.
I answered it though.
So with all the artists that's out right now,
Mm-hmm.
should they be canceled? Because R. Kelly is quote unquote supposed to be canceled right now. Should all the other artists that work with R. Kelly, in your opinion, should they be canceled as well? Because a lot of people feel like this man was talking to.
Is this actually a question?
Yeah, I want.
No, they shouldn't be canceled. What is they
Exactly.
talking about?
This shit-
But they said that in the music he could have been talking to
No,
whoever he was talking
no,
about.
No.
So do you feel like
No.
all the other artists should have been canceled, being as though that he was canceled, or do you think that we should just keep listening to them?
You keep listening to them.
Okay.
Like everybody got their own choice, but like I'm not a fan of the cancel thing
Cancel culture,
anyway.
okay.
Period. Like if
Okay.
we want to talk about that, we could
Yeah,
talk
we can
about
talk about it.
the
Go ahead.
baby
Yeah,
situation.
expound on it a little
All
bit.
that other shit, like, nah, like, if we gonna cancel something, we gonna cancel motherfuckers coming for the kids with all that other shit.
Right. All right, so just to wrap it up.
Oh, yeah, it's before you wrap it up, I had some stuff I wanted to
Okay, go ahead.
talk about, too. I mean, unless we got, like, on a time restriction.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Alright, because I wanted to give a shout out, right? Because I'm working with somebody right now.
Okay.
And we starting up a new
Artist?
page. Yeah, she's an artist. Like, an artist. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? She do, like, graphics and stuff like that. She paint She do like 3D animations and everything too. Album art, anything. Like she do it. But me and her together as a collective, we going by Cyber Lords. You know what I'm saying? We starting up a little page on IG right now, and then we also about to kick off a YouTube channel pretty soon. And yeah, that joint gonna be streaming 24/7, like with her visuals and stuff.
That's tough,
and I'm
bro.
gonna be actually doing lo-fi beats.
All right, so let me ask you this, bro, and we could like wrap it up a little bit.
Y'all follow that page, the Cyber Lords, man.
Follow
Make sure you
her,
follow
yeah.
that. So, what artists would you like to work with?
Oh, good question.
In the DMV or just in general?
Just in general. You could do DMV too, but both, yeah.
In general, who I would like to work with, I like Freddie Gibbs, man.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Gibbs. He be flowing.
Who would you like to work with, dead or alive?
Pimp.
Pimp C?
Ooh.
Okay.
Dead or alive?
Pimp.
Dead or alive?
I want to work with Pimp.
I would love to see the
I
face.
would love to work with Pac as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like first I would say Pac, but I know vibing. I'm gonna be vibing more with Pimp
Yeah.
because he produced too.
Right.
Like he played the keys, the guitar, and all that shit. Pac, if I link with Pac, we gonna try to take over the world. You know what I'm saying? We probably don't even finish. We might do one song and then we out somewhere.
Yeah.
Like we gone.
Yeah.
Like I know his type of mentality and my type of mentality. Like shit, we gonna be ready to take some shit over.
All right, so tell the people where they can find you at, man. Tell them your social media links and all that.
Y'all can follow me on Respeck Music. You know what I'm saying? It's RESPECK. MUSIC. It's all one word. You know, like we on IG. You know what I'm saying? Y'all also need to follow the artist I was telling y'all about. Like she actually does art.
Okay.
Adriana Vaughn.
I'm gonna put that on up there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to all the Vaughns.
Follow
Vaughns
the
in the
link at
building.
the bottom, man.
And then the Cyber Lords joint. I really need y'all to follow that page because we got a lot of stuff going on.
So make sure y'all go follow Respeck, man. We appreciate having them on. Y'all stay safe out there. We out.